My name is Winter Williamson, and I am a sophomore here at UNC Charlotte and a comms major. And today we'll be speaking on the topic color theory. Quick question. When you see a model on the runway or an artist making a painting, do you ever think of why that artist or stylist chose those specific colors to go on that model or on that canvas? Why? Or even simpler, when you see these three blocks of colors, these variations in tints of red, blue, and yellow, what feelings do you get when you see them? What common ideas or common entities do you think of or get when you see these colors? Pause. That's all color theory. Color theory binds us all together in whatever medium or form we're in, whether we're on the artsy or design side or the architecture and math side. Everybody uses color theory. And that's what we'll be discussing today. As a student and a part-time stylist at a boutique, color theory is something that I actively use. On the more academic side for UNC Charlotte, when I'm making presentations for class, I have to think of what colors will work well together, whether I'm presenting to a small classroom or to a large lecture hall. On the more artsy side, when I'm helping a client pick out clothing, I have to deal with the season, warmth and cool tone of their skin, height, weight, and a bunch of other factors to make sure that the colors and outfit choices that I choose will look good on the client and make them feel best. So we'll get into that. But let's talk about what color theory is to begin with. Color theory are the rules and guidelines regarding the use of color that we've used since the beginning of time. They're all based on Isaac Newton's color wheel, with the plain basic colors of Roy G. Biv. You know how you learned the rainbow in middle school. Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, violet, and blue. The basic colors. That's how we basically got what we have today, a full range of colors. Let's first talk about hue and saturation. Hue is a pretty simple one. It's basically whatever color you're seeing at that time, that is the hue of it. So as you can see, I have a color continuum, and you can almost see every color. You can see your yellows, your greens, your blues, violets, pinks, purple, they're all there. Hue is just that color, what it is. No matter the shade, variation, whatever the color is, that's its hue. Saturation is a little different though. Saturation deals with how vibrant or intense that color is. As you can see here, this 100% saturated red is vibrant. It's bold. You can definitely see it. But the less saturated you get, the less vibrant and bold it gets. And you start fading off into this more or less grayish white color. That's very, very dull. That's how you talk about when something is saturated with color or desaturated. Talking about your jeans. Have you ever noticed that when you wash a pair of nice jeans, the color slowly becomes faded? That's an example of desaturation. It's becoming more dull and faded the more you wash it. The color is coming out of those jeans. This is why they tell you not to wash your jeans every time you wear them. Next topic, color groups. So this can be as simple as your primary, secondary, or tertiary colors. Your primaries being your red, yellow, and blue, which are the basic colors that are not mixed with anything, that are the standard colors and that create secondary, intermediate, and tertiary. Your secondary colors are your oranges, purples, and kind of a cynical green-blue. They mix together to make those colors. And then your tertiary and intermediates come under those. Those are all the wild colors like turquoise, lemon lime, even pink are the tertiary and intermediate colors. Then you have the groups, your analogous and complementary, just to name a few. Analogous are your colors that are paired right next to each other. These can be from your red being smashed in the middle and you have your orange and purple on the side, from your yellow and your orange and green being analogous. These are the colors that are paired right next to one another. So they pair well together. Then you have complementary. Complementary colors are the ones that you see on presentations when they have a bold, bright color, and you pair it with some dark gray, like your purples and yellows. How the purple will bounce off the screen if you have a bright yellow background, or red and green, how they mesh well and create this nice contrast to the human eye. Finally, you have your color meaning. This goes back to the more artsy design side of using color theory, when you have warm colors and cool colors. And this kind of splits the color wheel in half. Having your warm colors be your yellow, oranges, reds, and pinks, those vibrant light colors that you see more or less in the spring and summertime. And your cool tone colors you see in the winter and fall time being your greens, blues, and purples. Sometimes green can be neutral depending on who you're debating with, but your neutral colors are generally your black, gray, and white. But green can sometimes be thrown in there, but it's generally kept cool to the cool side. These colors are generally found all over any time of the year, but people don't usually relegate them to kind of a skin tone or seasonal. And then color meaning. Color meaning can have many different things depending on the person, but that generally talks about the emotion or feeling you get when you see a color. So for me, if I were to see the color red, if I'm thinking positively, I can think of love or passion. But if I'm thinking negative, it can be rage or blood. Or even the color purple, how at one point it meant wealth, but now it can just be relegated to someone who's judgmental or super cynical of another. Color theory is something that binds us all together, no matter what medium, whether you're talking about a business presentation or even just putting an outfit together. Color theory is something that we all use, whether we're actively thinking of it or it's our second nature. Thank you.